Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Sorry for the long delay today. This is just live TV for you, I guess. Had a session this morning, ran a little bit long, and then took me a little while to get on Facebook today for some reason. So 9:15 has become 9:22. So I apologize. Hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's that wants to join us is still going to be able to. If not, hop on the replay and get her done today. So hopefully everybody's doing well. We had a beautiful weekend. We're back to middle of the road today, but appreciate everybody hopping on, and thanks for being patient with me today. We're going to keep progressing. We got some new challenges today, as always, and we have a minimum, I think, of 3 more weeks of the class here. So just so everybody's aware of where we're at and where we're headed. Today is class number 12. We're moving on for about 3 more weeks, so that might bring us to, do the math in my head, at least 18 classes or so. So again, really appreciate it. Make sure if you're having any specific issues, anything in the class is not going well, this is not a replacement for a medical diagnosis, a medical evaluation. If you're really hot, flared up, and something's just not agreeing with you, make sure you reach out to us, let us know. We are open for in-person sessions, case-by-case basis, and we are also rocking virtual health, virtual PT with really good success. So if you have any questions about how that works, want to see any other case studies or success stories, let us know and we can do that for you. See who's hopping on here. Bill, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Mary Lou, as always, welcome back. Aunt Mary, good to see you. So we're going to get into it today here. Class will be a little bit condensed, but we'll still try to get our work in. And then we'll finish up at the end with a little bit of chat, a little bit of chatter. So I usually start getting a little warm during these, so might as well just start taking off layers now. Don't get too excited. Jack Johnson, Tony Sands are coming out again. All right, so we're going to warm up. So we're going to warm up. We're going to get a little march in place going. We're going to get through our warm up rapidly here. For those of you who are overachievers and probably already have this done, good for you, but let's do it again. I march. Hey Beth, how's it going? Thanks for hopping on. I march. Let's get my body and cut off my head. That way you don't have to see this hair. That's probably a good thing. So, high march, good. Let's get right into alternating lunges. Mini lunge. Rotate over the leg that's forward. Shoulders pointing, rotating over the leg that comes forward. You can get a little bit more depth with your lunge as you go if you want. If your knees don't agree with that, just get split stance and start getting some rotations going. So what's good with everybody today? Another Tuesday. Certainly is feeling like Groundhog's Day these days, but my comedic content probably also doesn't help it not feel like Groundhog Day either. Good. Do a little side step, heel to bottom. Big side step, heel to bottom. Kind of stabilize on that hip for a second. Get that quad, front of the thigh stretched out. Just a little active hamstring engagement here. Good. Cross the shoulders again. All the weight on our left foot. Yo. Tapping, rotating to and fro. Big sweeping foot up and over. Shoulders stay square. Trying to keep all of our weight on, right now it's my left leg, my stance leg. Tapping the opposite toe. And getting a big sweeping hip movement here. Good. Switch sides. Switch sides. Tempo of today's class, due to your instructor being late, will be a little bit higher, a little bit quicker tempo today and get through everything. Good. Take notes. Take differences side to side. One side's tougher than the other to stabilize and balance. Good. Okay. Let's go side lunges. So side lunges, we get a little bit of a kick out. I'll show you from the side here. Foot goes out, hips go back, knee bends, but it's more about trying to kick those hips backwards. Okay? Trying to shoot those hips backwards, load up that sit bone, that glute on that side. Good. Switch sides. Going right to left now. Very good. Very good. Find some wall. All right, lean into the wall. Get the core engaged. Get your feet away. Work up and across with the knees. Up and across with the knees. Happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way. Cinco de Mayo. Good. Switch sides. T on the wall. Okay, one hand comes up, other hand threads through. Okay. So find your space on the wall. Work one hand up. Other hand comes through, lean into that wall. Try to keep the hips, two headlights pointed straight forward. Good. Very good. How's everybody doing today? Got a funny story, actually, about Cinco de Mayo, or the day Cinco de Mayo. I won't name any names, but individual in my life, one time, we said, it was the morning time, May 5th, we said, hey, happy Cinco de Mayo. And this individual said, I have no idea where that is. We went on to explain what Cinco de Mayo actually was all about. And this individual said, why don't they just celebrate it on the 4th of July? So you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Logan, I love you, buddy. How you doing? Hi, Logan, Luke, and Jenny. All right, here we go. Gotta keep moving. Gotta take this very seriously today. No chatter. Maybe a little chatter. All right, let's get right into it, all right? We'll start on our back, just a quick windshield wiper side to side. So Taco Tuesday, Nacho Tuesday in our household. Don't tell anybody your favorite healthcare practitioner likes to binge on some nachos on Tuesdays. Party nachos. Good. Right ankle over the left knee. Side to side here. Still warming up, still getting things moving a little bit. Woo! All sorts of snap, crackles, and pops. Those are all on the house today. All on the house. Switch sides. Left ankle over the right knee. Side to side. Good. We're going to come up, hands. Still have the feet flat, knees bent. We're propped up on our hands. We're getting the feet still pretty wide. We're going to work side to side from here now. Working side to side. Getting that hip mobile. You can let your pelvis and low back come with you, but try to keep your shoulders pointed up towards the sky here. So we're going to have our first Facebook Live how to ease your pain at home program, and we're kind of already doing this for the low back. So I figured we're going to start with something other than the low back, and these programs will be all about how to ease your situation at home. You don't want to run to the medical office, or you don't want to. You don't want to go crazy searching all the Dr. Google stuff. So we're going to start with neck pain. I'll let everybody know when the date of that will be, and there'll be an announcement, of course. But we'll probably run through neck, foot, shoulder, hip, and I would think knee, and think ankle. We'll see. See what we got time for. Depends on how long this all lasts. Now, let's get into our flow. Knees drop to one side. If I drop to my right here, I release my left hand. That hand comes in front of the shin. We're bringing our chest down towards the hip. Take a nice breath. Come up tall. Try to see if you can sit up tall. If you can sit up tall and then some, try to rotate to your left. Good. Reverse back down. Hips go over the other side. Knees drop. Release the right hand, come forward across the shin, leaning forward, getting the chest, sternum towards the knee. Come up tall, rotate to your right. Good. Let's get one more each way here. Down. Left hand comes to the right shin, drop the chest down. Come up tall, try to rotate to your left. Make sure you ease into these. If you can't get up tall, just come up tall and try to prop on your hand. And if you can't rotate, that's fine. Just work back over to the other side. Knees drop, release the hand, come forward, chest down to the knee. Good, sit up tall, rotate to your right. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's go ahead and spend some time on our back here. All right, so I'm going to go over a new technique here. This is kind of an interesting one. We're exploring some movement this weekend, and what I want to try to give people strategies is to ease their own situation. Obviously, ease their own tightness. And so one of the best ways we can do that in the body is to use our own muscles to create tension and torque where we wouldn't naturally have it when we're in a resting state. So what we're going to do is we're going to straighten out one leg. I'm going to straighten out my left leg, so try to stay with me on this one because it's going to be pretty specific instructions, and you can practice this throughout the week here. But left leg is straight. I'm going to bring the right knee, not towards my chest, but just so that the right knee is pointed up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to wrap my hands around the kneecap, basically. All right, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to think about pressing my knee up into my hands. So I kind of have to press using my core and my hip a little bit here. I have to press up towards the sky. Now what we're going to try to do is press up into the hand, but at the same time squeeze the left cheek and press your left heel down into the ground. So it's an interesting movement where we press the knee up to the sky by using your core. Right? It's almost like you're flattening your low back into the ground, and then squeeze the cheek on the left side and press the heel into the ground on the left. And then relax. So I'm just trying to press this knee up towards the sky, and then squeeze the cheek and press the left heel down. What happens for me when I do this, I get a nice big stretch on the front of the left hip, and then my right low back feels like it's kind of decompressing here. So really simply, just press the knee up into your hands, press the right knee up in your hands, squeeze the left cheek, press the left heel down to the ground, feel a nice bit of tension through the midsection, and relax. Let's do 3 more of these, hold about 5 seconds, press that knee up towards the sky, squeeze the left cheek, hold, 2, 3, 4, good, relax, and press the right knee towards the sky, squeeze the left cheek, breathe, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So this isn't necessarily as much of a specific mobilization or a strengthening exercise. It is just a way to self-release your lower back. Okay, you do it one side at a time. It's also a really good natural hip flexor stretch on that straight leg. So on the left side, push the knee up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the right cheek. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Good. Press the left knee up. Squeeze the right cheek. Press the right heel down. You should feel some strange things happening through the pelvis, low back. Good. Relax. It's going to feel like a little bit of work while you do it. You should feel really good afterwards. Good. Press that left knee up towards the sky. Right cheek. Squeeze. Relax. 2 more here. Left knee up towards the sky. Squeeze the right cheek. Good. And last one. I'm pressing the knee straight up into my hands towards the sky. Engaging the core on that left side. Squeezing the right cheek. Good. Excellent. Go ahead and relax. Shake anything out. Now I could just be unusual, I could be an odd duck, but that feels really, really good on my low back. Really good on my low back. Alright, very good. Now, bring the hands together towards the sky. We're going to work the buns here a little bit. Feet are about shoulder width. We're going to lift the hips up off the ground. Okay, start with a normal bridge. I'm going to take my right foot and do a little bit of a walk to the side. Left foot, a little bit of a walk to the side. And then right foot back in, left foot back in and down, okay? So we've done walk outs where we were walking our feet out away from, or down away from us. Now with these ones, we're going to just move the feet to the side, keeping the same amount of bend in the knee. Left foot out, right foot out. Good, left foot in, right foot in. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more of the inner thighs here, and we're starting to get a little bit more of that lower back controlling the tilt through the pelvis. Lift up, right foot out, left foot out. That second step is usually tougher. Right foot in, left foot in. Work each direction a couple more times here on your own. If you're really struggling, you can always bring the hands down to the side to give you a little extra brace up top. That will help your core control and your shoulders a little bit more. But if you're just feeling like it's challenging and it's good work, try to keep the hands up. Let the hips and the lower back do all the work for you. Good. All right, take both knees to the chest. Do a little rock the egg to and fro here. Nice little massage on that low back. And then let's just work side to side. Good. Very, very good. Hopefully everybody's doing well, still hanging on with us. Take a look to see if anybody's complaining yet about anything. Class Dean, how you doing? Amy, good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Low back class, build a better back, number 12 here. All right, now we're gonna get more of the front core going here. So we go back to that position, one leg straight, one knee bent. We're gonna take both hands up towards the sky. What we're going to try to do here is punch so that the shoulder blades, but only the shoulder blades, lift off. Pick a spot on your ceiling, fist, eyes, and nose, pull straight up towards that spot so the shoulder blades lift. We take the right leg that's straight, okay? I flex my ankle, so I pull my toes back towards my nose, and then I raise that up straight. Back down and relax. Good. Drive up towards the sky through core, lift the shoulder blades, right leg, down controlled, shoulders down controlled. Give me 3 more here. Good. Now, on this one, we're going to add a little progression to this. We're going to, when we come up, we're going to sweep the leg out to the side and down. All right. So it's going to work on the core control a little bit more, but we're going to have to lengthen that inner thigh somewhat on that right side. So give me 3 to 5 good ones here. Lift the shoulder blades, punch up, lift the leg straight up. Now sweep down and out to the side, and relax down. Okay. Up, leg up. Sweep that leg slow and controlled, down, out, around, and relax. Shoulders up, leg straight up. Sweep it out to the side, down, and around. Keeping those shoulder blades up off the ground. One more. Punch, leg up, down, around, and relax. Beautiful, beautiful. Shake anything out that you need to. Little windshield wiper side to side here if you need. And we're going to switch over to the other side. Right leg bent, left leg straight. We're coming up towards the ceiling. Punch and lift. Left leg, we're just starting straight up, right? Make sure that the toes come back to the nose as much as you can tolerate. We're going to try to generate a nice little active stretch down the back of that left leg there. So we're engaging the core, and we're getting a nice little lengthening down the back of that left leg. Lift the shoulder blades. Come on up. Hopefully everybody's doing well, hanging in there. Type into the comments if you're having any issues. Something seems too challenging. Again, if you're having any really specific challenges, pains, issues, this does not replace a medical diagnosis or evaluation. So make sure you reach out to us. Reach out to your trusted medical practitioner. See what they can do for you right now. We are open for in-person sessions. Sweep that leg out to the side and down and around, just like the right side. We're open for in-person sessions, pretty much booked with the hours that were available this week. But we can open up some virtual PT sessions if you don't want to come in. Can also open up some in-person hours with permission from the wife. Key point, all caps, permission from the wife. Lift the shoulder blades up. Maybe one more here. Just adds a little extra spice to the core when we swing that leg out to the side. Good. You might even notice with me, I was cheating a little bit through the leg that was bent and up, try to stabilize my body. So, really focus on using the core and the abdominals and the obliques to control that rotation there. All right. Very good. All right, we're going to work on to hands and knees here. All right. So we're going to start from our progressions from last time. We've been doing some of the open book progressions on the side. Now we're going to work on some upper back rotation from the all fours position, and it's just a step up from what we've been doing in terms of the challenge, because now we're going against gravity. If you really struggle with these, you can always revert back to the previous classes with some of the open book things that we did on our side. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, send me a message or go back and look at little classes, probably 5 through 9 would have these variations on our side. So, Lukey, we'll have a great time today, buddy. We'll have a great time. You're ready to do some work. I've got to get a workout in today. All right, hands and knees, okay? So, our upper back rotations from here. We got upper back rotations, we got hip circles, and we got our all fours to standing flow to knock out here yet. So, knees are a little bit wider than hips. What do we got on there? Hey, Reese, what's happening, buddy? Thanks for hopping on. Good to see you. Sorry that freshman year got cut a little short. All right, sit back on the heels, okay? We're going to take one hand, take my right hand to the small of the back, keeping my heels, keeping my hips back on my heels. I'm going to try to open up my chest towards the sky, okay? Ease into this position now, all right? So hand is just really down, kind of almost tucked into the belt buckle. And I'm just trying to open my eyes, nose, and chest towards the sky. And I'm keeping my hips back on my heels. If the shoulder really is not agreeing with any of this, bring the hand to the opposite shoulder, okay? Just kind of hook that hand on the opposite shoulder. Still try to open the chest towards the sky. It won't open up the chest wall quite as much, but you'll still get the rotation through the spine. Make sure you're breathing. I like to exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way back down. One more here. Beautiful, okay? Shake anything out that you need to. Again, if you're having any issues in the hips, you can always widen the knees a little bit. Otherwise, just find a comfortable position where you can get back on your knees. If it really bothers your knees to sit back in the heels, then just stay tall here and keep everything the same. It's going to be a little bit different because you might be able to cheat through your lower back a little bit, but it's a lot better than not doing it at all. So sitting back on our heels, we're going to switch over to the other side now. Sitting back on our heels, left hand comes to the belt buckle, small of the back. We're going to open that chest up towards the sky. Happy Cinco de Mayo. The hips back on the heels. Breathe, exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way back down. Okay, anybody keep working. Anybody that's going to be tied to their chair, kitchen chair, desk chair, any chair. If you have the ability, this is a great thing to get down on the floor and just break out of that a little bit with some upper back openers, all right, upper back and shoulder openers. So you can certainly do variations of this in your chair, but there's something about getting in this position, kind of decompressing that low back and then opening up the chest that really makes a difference, especially when we're working against gravity. Good. All right. Shake anything out if you need to. Moving forward here, hip circles. All right. The material doesn't change. Just like my comedic routine does not change. If you're at your virtual happy hour tonight and people asked what you did today, you know, the dreaded question, what's new? What the heck else would be new nowadays? It's Groundhog Day every day, but if you hit the virtual happy hour, tell people you worked on your controlled articular rotations, right? You're just dominating the ball and socket joints, hips and shoulders. You're just dominating your mobility. So these controlled articular rotations. I can hear a collective moan from everybody that has been in our class before. We're going to take right hip here, okay? All fours position, tabletop position. Knees are right under the hips, hands are right under the shoulders. That right hip stays bent about 90 degrees, and I am going to do a slow rotation through the hip where I shoot the heel up towards the sky. I sweep my leg out to the side. That foot kind of flips. Now I'm a dog peeing on a fire hydrant here, driving the knee up towards the chest, down underneath and back around, and then we reverse the other way. Up, out and around. Slow and steady wins the race here, okay? Getting those muscles, soft tissues around that joint to control that movement. When it's your muscles and your soft tissues doing the work and not something else like a bench, like a strap, like gravity, when you're doing the work, those other things are good. Don't get me wrong. But when you're doing the work, it's like we're hitting the save button, all right? Your brain and nervous system lock in this new range of motion that you're finding because you're doing the work. Because your nervous system is doing the work. Never mistake easy stretching for productive stretching. It feels good, certainly nothing wrong with it, but good mobility work requires some effort, requires some challenge, probably requires a little bit of muscle burn. Good. Let's switch sides over to the left. All right. Again, 2 things today. These last 2 things, if that's all you did, your upper back openers, your hip circles, you'd be rocking it, right? You're already doing something, so that means you're already 95% more productive than others out there who are just moping around about their back tightness, looking up Dr. Google, everything else. Sweep that leg out to the side. All right? But take a couple things. Partake in the program, but at the bare minimum, take 2 or 3 things that really felt like they were challenging. Don't do the easy things. Take 2 or 3 things from today's session that seemed like work and hammer them for a week. Hammer them until class on Thursday. Good. Give me 1 more each direction here. Slow and controlled. Heel up towards the sky. Sweep that hip out and around. Up towards the chest. And back up the opposite direction we go. Controlled articular rotations, hip circles. A masterful, masterful exercise. This will beat 9 out of 10 hip stretches or hip mobility drills, whatever else you see. Those are phenomenal, all right? So, how we doing? All right, we got 1 more thing to squeeze in here today. Got a little bit of a tougher class, maybe a challenging class, but we're going to cut our time down a little bit. Everybody's doing well. It looks like no complaints today. How about that? No groans, no sighs, no tear icons or whatever else Facebook's coming up with here. All right, so we're going to finish with our flow, all right? All 4s to standing flow. I'm going to urge you, because we're not going to do a lot of standing work today, I'm going to urge you to add in the extra little component that we do here today, all right? So, good exercises don't change. We just keep mastering the basics and adding on extra layers. We're going to take our right foot. We're going to swing it out to the side, try to see if we can't get it right up next to that foot. Or, I'm sorry, right up next to that hand without cheating through our low back too much, all right? Take that right hand, open up towards the sky. Come on back down. Come up tall. Squeeze the cheek on the kneeling side. Walk the right foot in. All right? Now, 2 extra wrinkles here that we progressed on from this position. I'm going to rotate over my right foot. I'm going to come back. Then when I drive up, I'm going to try to go into a single leg stance position. Up, balance, reverse back down. Down, rotate over the knee that's forward, back straight, sweep that leg out to the side, come down on the hands, open back up, just reversing the flow back down and through, all right? Switch back, left foot comes out. Notice any differences in your ability side to side here to get out to the side. Open that hand up toward the sky. Back down, come up tall, squeeze the right cheek. Walk the foot in. Rotate over the foot that's forward, leg that's forward. Come back. Now on our upward movement, we're going to drive the knee high, try to balance. Reverse back down. Rotate over the knee that's forward. Straight. Left foot comes out. Down to the ground. Open the hand up. Down and back. Good. All right, a little bit of tempo here now. Right foot out. Open the chest. Down. Up tall. Walk the foot in. Rotate to the right. Back straight. Come up high. Drive. Try to balance. Own it. Down. Reverse back. Right over to the left side here. Left foot out. Rotate up. Down. Come up tall. Squeeze the cheek. Walk that foot in. Oh boy. Rotate over the left. Drive up high. Balance. Own it. Own it. Own it. Come on now. Show off with me here. Back down. Good. Over. Walk the foot out. Down. Open. And reverse back. One more on each side. Nice tempo here, all right? Go ahead at it at your own pace. Left side. Oh boy. Almost lost her there. Finish. Finish strong. Good. Down. Over. Walk it out. Rotate. Good. And finish. Let's just sit back in our heels. Let the head and chest drop. Decompress the lower back a little bit. Finish with a little bit of our flexion extension flow here. Excellent work today. Excellent work today. Walk the hands forward. Let the pelvis and low back sink deep into it. If you want to get a little extra, you can squeeze the cheeks. A little extra extension. Good. Back. Sitting back on the heels, head and chest drop. Good. Walk the hands forward. Low back and pelvis sink down. Squeeze the cheeks, get a little extra. Good. And one more each way here. And walk forward. Pelvis, low back, drop. Breathe. Very, very, very good. Excellent job. Nice work on this Tuesday. Appreciate everybody being patient. Everybody being patient with the delay today. Remember, we are typically in a normal day live 9 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll be here on the personal page and then checking into Modus. So I think one way or the other, hopefully you can find us. Also, I am in process, again, we're uploading all of these to YouTube. So I'm going to do a couple things with the uploads to YouTube. They'll be there for you. They're on my page and the Modus page. But you can always click onto YouTube and find past classes as well. We are also going to be putting it all together in a document so that you can access it and take these classes basically from start to finish whenever you want. Some classes are better for others, or some classes are better than others for certain people. So again, you want to find that appropriate challenge. Some people are going to be right on par with where we're at. Some people are still going to be on classes 3 to 5, and some, ideally, this is just way too easy for, and using it more as a mobility and a daily movement routine. So if you are having specific issues, specific problems, feel free to reach out to us. Again, just reach out to me personally, send me a message. You can call me, text me, whatever works. We're here for you. If you have questions about what to be doing, what not to be doing, you're not certain about how something's feeling, you have a new issue because of a change in your routine, we are here for you. Amy, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate you hopping on and joining us. We are here Tuesday, Thursday at 9 a.m. for the next 3 weeks minimum. So, but again, if you're having specific issues, make sure you reach out. This is not meant to replace a evaluation or give you any sort of medical diagnosis. We are here for you both in person and through digital physical therapy, and both are rocking and rolling, and we're pretty much booked up for this week with when we're working. But if anybody needs anything, let us know, and we'll try to open up a slot or two for you. So we always like to finish the class. I got to get rolling here because I got a 10:15, but we always like to finish the class with a little mental health reset, right? So we focus on the physical because it helps us with the mental, and we focus on the mental because it helps us with the physical. I think these things go hand in hand. I don't have anything earth-shattering today other than we want to focus a lot on our optimism, right? And some people are thinking, well, my glass is half full during these times, or my glass is half empty during these times. I have good news for you. It doesn't really matter which side of the coin you're on, because your glass is always refillable. All right. So I was on a call last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, but I loved what the individual was talking about in terms of the good news about all of our glasses is that they're always refillable. So if you're having a rough day, that's fine. It's not the end of the world that you weren't optimistic and gung-ho and set the world on fire productivity-wise. If you had a really, really good day, awesome. There's no guarantees that we're going to necessarily feel that way tomorrow, but the glass is always refillable. All right. So using this class, using some of your prayer, your meditation, your own exercise strategies, spending time with your family, sending a message to somebody that you love and care about. These are all really simple ways to refill your glass and help next day go a little bit smoother than it might otherwise go. So keep that in mind. None of us are set in stone one way or the other, and every day is a new opportunity for us. So hopefully, again, appreciate everybody being patient, and sorry for the delay, but I think we got it in today. We got it done efficiently. Sorry, I'm not going to start making the class 45 minutes every single session, so you're not off the hook that easily. But hopefully everybody has a great Tuesday, and make sure you reach out in the comments or send me a message personally if you are struggling with anything. We are here for you. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Happy Cinco de Mayo, and we'll see you Thursday at 9 a.m.